In the grand tradition of products like Loops of Fruit and Mighty Mutant Power Turtles, I give you Ships and Battles. Oh, what's easier than switching a few words? Playing Battleship, that's what. And make no mistake, that's really all this game is. If the title didn't give it away, the gameplay will. This is a turn-based game of guess where my ships are, sold in stores with tiny plastic boats and red and white pegs. This is Battleship on your phone, and for a fraction of the price. And although video game adaptations of board games never surpass the board game itself, Ships and Battles is what it is, and that's all it needs to be. It's the most vague description ever. If you've never played Battleship, that's something you need to address as soon as possible. Nonetheless, it's a mixture of guessing and strategy. Each player has ships floating on a grid, laid out however you'd like. You take turns firing at squares on the other player's grid, and the first player to sink his opponent's entire fleet wins. Now, the catch, obviously, is that you can't see them, hence the guessing. Your first few shots are always total guesses, but from there, strategy does come into play. Once a square has been eliminated, your chances for a hit obviously improve, and if you're good, you can figure out where ships are hidden with simple geometry and math. So that's Battleship, and it's pretty much one of the best board games ever, but for a video game adaptation to be good, it has to offer some twists, right? It has to use technology to add something new. And to its credit, Ships and Battles does. If your missile hits open water, all is not lost. You sometimes earn a power-up for doing so, and those can be used in a variety of ways. Some give you multiple shots, some give you a little radar. It's a nice touch that gives Ships and Battles at least somewhat of its own identity. There may be plenty of Battleship clones in the App Store, but Ships and Battles is a solid one nonetheless. It captures the simplicity of the original game and adds some power-ups, which is an interesting touch, and local multiplayer. The board game can never be beat, but for naval strategists on the go, Ships and Battles is a solid option.